It's Rev Rachel and Michelle. It's so exciting to see you all again. But Michelle, where are we?
We are in a building that's really close to your school, just round the corner. In fact, you might have seen it before. I wonder if we look up whether it will give us a clue. Yes, you're right. It's St. Giles Church.
And for quite a while, these gates were permanently closed. Nobody could come inside the building. We were working from home. Just like you, many of you were probably doing school from home. And maybe some of the adults in your families were working from home. But the special thing was that we remembered God was with us wherever we are. God promised us to be with us whether we're inside church, whether we're in our homes, wherever we are. So we never need to feel alone.
But the fantastic news is that we can now open our gates again. So today we can invite you to join us inside St. Giles Church.
Hello everyone, I'm Reverend Nick, I'm the Vicar of St. Giles. I'm really pleased we can get these gates open and you can come in. Come on in.
And as we come into church, perhaps you'll notice already that there's a few changes. Now we have hand sanitizer and mats and special masks to wear when we come into church. But the brilliant thing is that we know that even though things have changed, God is still here with us.
Hello, welcome to St. Giles Church. I wonder if you've been inside this building before, or inside any other church building. Maybe you came for a special event, like a christening or a wedding. I wonder if anybody remembers when Rupert was christened here in this font with water on his head, or in your school he got christened as well. I wonder if anybody remembers that. There's also other times as well that you might have been inside this church building or another church building, special times of the year. I wonder if we go through the church, if we might find some clues that help us to think when those times of the year might be. Let's have a look. Yes! I found something here that helps us. There's a special time of the year when you might come inside a church building and hear a special story. It's a story that involves a donkey. It involves some sheep and the people who look after sheep, shepherds. Have you got it yet? And it's a story that involves a special baby. I wonder if anybody knows what I'm talking about. It's a special time of the year when you might get presents and you might sing something called carols. Yes, that's right, it's Christmas. And of course, the special baby is Jesus. Let's go further into the church and see if we can find anything else that might help us to think when else we might have been inside the church building. Now I remember some of you wearing some very special hats inside church once. Do you remember? They might have had little chicks on them. Mine's also got a cross on it. I wonder what time of year that was. It was a time of year this year we didn't get to come inside the church building. Those gates were locked. We were all at home, staying safe. When is that time of year? Yes, that's right, you've got it. It's Easter. That's another time of year. You might have been inside this building, you might have been inside another church building. And what these times of year remind us, and the special events such as christenings and weddings, they remind us that God promises to always be with us in those happy, joyful, special times, and also in those times when maybe they're a bit more difficult, maybe we're feeling a little unsure and we're staying at home. We always know that God is with us. We are not on our own.
It really is great to be back in church, and it's great for you all to be back at school. Thinking about things getting better, we've got a story to share from the Bible that's all about how God promises to be with us.
Nama, or Mrs. Noah as the animals called her, sighed. They'd been stuck inside this boat for such a long time. It kept them safe, but the roaring, the neighing, the quacking, the mooing, the chattering, the snapping. When the animals squabbled, it wasn't much fun. Even her patient husband Noah was calling, "Oh, be quiet!" They were all getting a bit fed up. 40 days and 40 nights had been a long time. Even the animals, who'd been really well behaved with each other at the beginning, were finding things tough now. It was a good thing the floods were nearly gone. Nama was getting worried about the lions. She wasn't sure she could keep the zebra safe for much longer. Nama looked around her. The water had been so dark and scary in the floods, but now it sparkled in the sunshine. Everything had disappeared under the water, but at least it was drying up, and there was some land again. But she wondered if the land they were returning to would be the same. Most of the people they knew hadn't been rescued from the flood. She wouldn't see them again. The currents in the water had even changed the shape of the land, and even the places she knew really well looked really different. She hadn't expected that. At least the stars were still in the sky. That had been reassuring for a while. Just then, there was a bump, and the ark seemed to stop. Nama turned to look at what had been her home for the last few weeks. It had been hard, but some things had been good. The animals had helped each other, like the time when the giraffes rescued the snails when they'd slid down the side of the ark, nearly into the water. She'd liked having more time with her family. She felt she knew them a bit better now. Though she was a bit worried about her son Shem. He'd been grumpy, and she didn't know why. As Nama stood there, it began to rain. Oh no, she thought. Not more water. I can't cope with any more floods or troubles. Suddenly, Nama heard her husband call from the roof. "Hey, you lot, all of you, look!" Nama followed his pointed finger and gazed upwards. Where the sunlight met the rain, an arc of colours had appeared in the sky. The rainbow almost seemed to glow. Even though it was raining again now, with the sun there was hope. Everything seemed changed by the rainbow's beautiful colours. Then, it was as if she could hear a voice. Was it in her head or from the heavens? Usually only Noah heard God's voice. But now, it seemed like everyone, even all of the animals, could hear something. Here is my rainbow. I promise to look after the world. Naama looked again at the mountain tops, the sparkling sea, and the rainbow painted in the sky. And for the first time in a while, she smiled.
I wonder which part of that story you liked best. I wonder how you would have felt if you had been on the ark. I wonder how it makes you feel when you see a rainbow. We've seen a lot of those lately, haven't we? I'm going to share a prayer now, and if you'd like to join with me, you'd be very welcome to. Or you might just want to look at the candle and pause for a moment and be still. Heavenly Father, we give thanks for the promise that you are with us during difficult times. And thanks also for the hope we feel when we see a rainbow. Amen.
Well, it's been absolutely amazing to be with you for Assembly again today. And we're looking forward to being with you again. But the next time you'll see us for Assembly, something about one of us will be different. I wonder if you'll be able to spot it.